Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For any of you who are new here, my name is Xochitl. Today we're doing another keto what I eat in a day, and today I thought I'd mix it up. I'm kind of like, some days I'll do intermittent fasting, some days I'll, sit and have some breakfast with Frankie, and today I was excited for this breakfast because I'm going to be doing another meal with cut the carb flatbread, and I saw this on their Instagram. Somebody posted a ham, egg, and oozing with cheese flatbread breakfast sandwich, and it looks so good, super easy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and whip that up for both of us. It's pretty much, making your regular breakfast but just putting it in a burrito, and it just tastes so much better. That's what we're gonna do for breakfast today. So let's go ahead and get started with our eggs. All right, so for my eggs, I went ahead and melted about 2 tablespoons of butter. So I'm switching it up. You can use avocado oil. I'll usually use like avocado oil or olive oil to make my eggs, but I know Frankie's gonna judge me. He's very proud of his eggs. He's very much an egg chef, so he likes to do it with butter because apparently that is the secret to very fluffy eggs, and cooking it at a low temperature. So I know from 2 to 3 patients here, which I don't have, but I know he's gonna come supervise my eggs. And I was like, you know what, you get them how you get them. So we're gonna go ahead and add the eggs now, and honestly just keep it at a low temperature, and we're just gonna kind of move them around, trying to make sure they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. And this is just a process. If you don't care, do the usual medium heat, add some avocado oil, and whip them up real quick. But apparently this is the secret to fluffy eggs, and we'll see. Also, a very non-stick skillet pan will be very helpful for this process. So we're just gonna let that cook up and wait. All right, so we got the eggs nice and cooked up. It's a slower process when you try to, have the low heat, but they come out a little bit more moist. Let me know if you're team moist eggs or dry AF eggs. Hey, everybody has a preference. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and transfer these onto just a separate bowl, just so I can reuse this pan, because all I'm going to do next is basically just heat up our ham. And if you know, you know. So we're going to use the Krakus sliced Polish ham. And basically, the pan's already nice and hot. It's got those oils from the butter. And, I mean, these are going to go in the same, whatchamacallit, breakfast burrito anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and just heat this up. Now I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit because ain't nobody got time. And we're just going to start heating up the ham. And this is for me and Frankie, so that's why I did 4 eggs, and we're doing about 2 slices of ham. I don't want to overstuff that burrito, and we're just going to go ahead and just kind of warm it up on each side. Warming that up shouldn't take too long. You can get a nice little glaze on it if you want. Nice little sear marks maybe. So now we got our cut the carb flatbread right here, in case you guys are interested. It's only 9-gram net carb per flatbread, and this is going to be for me and Frankie, so I'm going to cut it in half. So let's begin assembling the flatbread. I'm going to use my Colby Jack cheese. I've just been liking this one a lot. You can use sharp cheddar, you should use mozzarella, whatever type of cheese you like. But Frankie and I were talking about this because last time I did my lunch wrap, my chicken lunch wrap, I was like, why isn't my cheese melting? I want it a little bit more melted. And he's like, well, why don't you put the cheese down first, because that's what's going to kind of get heated up the most. So I was like, right, so a little strategic cheese assemblage, or just common sense. So we're going to go ahead and do that and add a little bit of cheese. So we're going to add the cheese down, and next I think we're going to go ahead and add the eggs. If we don't fit all the eggs in here, I'll just have some on the side, just because I have a problem with overloading my flatbreads. Yeah, we'll probably have some on the sides. And then we're going to go ahead and take some pieces of my ham, and actually I'm going to cut them up into little strips. That is hot, just so that it'll roll a little bit better. Sorry if you can hear my dog crying. No one's giving him attention. He likes unlimited attention since we're home. All right, so now what we're gonna do is just wrap it. And I suck at wrapping, so I believe they did the sides first. And then we're just gonna wrap it over twice, just like that. Just like a little burrito. I guess I could have fit the rest of my eggs if I do that. Hold on, I got this. Don't worry. Once we heat it up, it'll kind of sear up the sides, but this way we'll get a more even, the less kind of rolls you'll do, we'll get a more even kind of warming up kind of cooking. We don't want to cook this too much because I don't want a crunchy wrap, but just be careful when rolling because it's supposed to be made to roll best just the long way as opposed to the like short way, the way that it is. But this is fine as long as you get it down and we can warm it up. All right, so now I've just got a pan here just kind of heating up, and all I'm gonna do is carefully and I want the folded side down, carefully place my breakfast burrito without burning my hands. So I want to make sure to sear down the folded side so when I flip it over it'll just kind of stay stuck to each other. And we're just going to warm that up for a bit. Hopefully the cheese melts this time. But either way it'll be pretty yummy. And we'll just fold it, let it warm up, and then we'll turn it around on the other side. Alright, so our breakfast burrito is complete. Let's see. Ooh. I think the cheese melted. Oh yeah. Very nice. Oh my god, so good. All right, let's do a little taste test. All right, so we've got our breakfast sandwich, and I added a little bit of avocado on there as well. So let's, ooh, this side's got some nice melted cheese. Very good. And since I only have about half of the flatbread, that's 4.5 grams net carb. Very quick, very easy. So I'm definitely gonna have to be doing this one again, but basically it's like your huevos con jamon with some cheese, or if you had it in a cheese made tortilla, you can do that as well. But I like little flatbreads, something nice, quick and easy that you can even take like on the go or something. And of course, don't forget your little side of avocado. Also, I've gone ahead and made my keto coffee, so just regular coffee, and I've added pretty much 1 tablespoon of Swerve sweetener, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and about 2 tablespoons of unsweetened almond milk. So this is my coffee. I have to find a good iced coffee with some fats in there as well next, or in general just a regular, you know, iced coffee, because tis the season's coming up, although not today in Chicago. It dropped, you know, really. Apparently we have a polar vortex happening. Oh well. But I hope you guys enjoy this sandwich. If you make it next for dinner, super excited. We are making a barbecue chicken pizza with some cut the carb flatbread. Me and Frankie made this last weekend, and we're making it again this weekend, so I figured I'd film it for you guys so you can check out, and it is so delicious. So stay tuned for dinner. All right, hey guys, welcome. So we're just gonna get right into it, and we're going to make our barbecue chicken pizza with our cut the carb flatbread. There's a couple options you can do this. I am going to do a double layer cheese stuffed pizza because it just tastes better. Also, it makes it a little bit sturdier to kind of hold. So first thing we have here is our first wrap. I buttered the pan a little bit just with a stick of butter, and we have our first wrap here. Next, what I'm gonna do is I melted another little, this is probably about 2 tablespoons of butter. You can kind of gauge based off of how much you'll need. I might not need everything. But then next, what I'm gonna do is take some garlic salt, just because I can and I will, and then that's how I like it. Just to mix that in there, just to give it that flavor kind of for the flatbread. Mix it in. And what we're gonna do is just kind of lightly coat this flatbread, and then we're going to do the same thing for the other one. What I do need to get is a brush just to make this process a little bit easier. Specifically, I do want to get the edges. It's going to be important that we get the edges later as well. So that's pretty good. You don't want to get it too drenched, or else it's going to be a little bit soggy. Next, what we're going to do, because we're going to add basically a like cheese stuffed, I'm going to go ahead and take some Colby Jack cheese. You can take whatever cheese that you like. And I'm going to do about like 2 tablespoons, maybe like 2 tablespoons and 1/8. That seemed to work out for me last time. So we're gonna do that. The thing I learned from the last time I made this, you want to evenly kind of spread this around, but you also specifically want to make sure to get the edges as well, or else those are gonna be a little bit crispier. So you don't want too much cheese, so you can kind of disperse it, make sure it kind of gets all around. Next, what we're gonna do is take our second flatbread and just lay that on top, and we're gonna put the remainder of that buttered oil and spread that around. And now, especially on the top layer, you don't want to put too much, because this is where we're also gonna put our barbecue sauce, and we don't want to mix that around. But you want to make sure you get your edges kind of, you know, when you have like a garlicky crust with your pizza. Next, what we're gonna do is take 2 to 3 tablespoons of barbecue sauce. I found that 3 tablespoons probably work best. Of course, don't do too much sauce or too much of all your ingredients, or else it's gonna be not a very stable crust. So I'll show you guys what 2 tablespoons look like, but I believe, yeah, I think we used about maybe 3. And I don't care to have like an actual crust on this pizza, because I actually prefer where everything's kind of just covered. Yeah, so we used about 3 tablespoons, I think was the perfect amount for us. You can kind of choose, but this is a sugar-free barbecue sauce. Ooh, my oven is already preheated. So this is sugar-free barbecue sauce. This one I got at my local grocery store. Really good, actually. I think even for anybody who's like not on keto and just wants like a sugar-free sauce, I think you'll really like it. Okay, so that's 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna do 3 like we did last time. And if you want extra barbecue sauce, I would definitely just suggest, you know, once your pizza's done, just kind of add it on the side. That's what I kind of did. I'd like add an extra little dipping. So next is the cheese. I'm going to take my mozzarella cheese. This is one that I got from Costco. And this, I'm going to do a little mixture here, but I'm going to lay this one down first. You can do just mozzarella. So I did about 1.5 cups of mozzarella. So here is 1/2 cup. And let's mix that. And here's the other 1/2 cup, and I'm going to save the rest for the top. Next, we're going to do our chicken. So basically, I just grilled chicken how I normally do, just salt, pepper, and I grilled it. So we're going to go ahead and add maybe about 3 ounces of that, 3 and like a 1/5 ounce, or however much protein you kind of want. Once again, you know, don't load on too much, or else your pizza is going to be falling apart. I say this as I load it on. But I just kind of want to get some chicken here and there. But for how I kind of have it saved on my recipe, about 3 ounces. You can do a little bit more too if you want a little bit more protein in for your day. For my second cheese, I did about 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar, and that I just kind of want to disperse all around. And it gives it that nice little colored mixture. So the rest, we're concentrating our cheese, trying to get a little bit on the edge, but I'll fix that with some more mozzarella. Finally, the rest of my other 1/2 cup of the mozzarella, and this I'm going to try to get a little bit on the edges just so they're not too crispy. And that's it. You can add onions if you like onions. I don't like onions. Maybe next time I'll be nice and give Frankie half onions. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this in the oven. I have it on at 350 degrees, and we're going to check it in maybe in about 10 minutes or so. All right, so here is our pizza after 10 minutes. Perfect. Got a little cheese off the edges and nice and ooey gooey. So we're just gonna let this rest for a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna cut it. And the way that I cut it into 9 pieces. So that way, if you want to add this recipe into your into your Carb Manager app, you can kind of do it as like 9 servings. So you can kind of track. But delicious. Can't wait to eat this. I can smell the barbecue sauce. So here are the slices of the Cut the Carb barbecue chicken pizza. If you love barbecue chicken pizza and you're on keto, you're gonna love this recipe. So it's got like just the right amount of sauce too. If you want more, like I said, just drizzle some on top now that it's done, just so you're not weighing down the rest of the pizza. But I personally recommend doing a double layer of the Cut the Carb if you don't mind an extra you know, couple of net carbs there, just because I feel like one layer would be just a little bit too flimsy, but delicious, especially if you're doing keto on your own and the rest of your family is, you know, ordering pizza on a Friday night and a Saturday night, because that's just what you do. Go ahead and make yourself some flatbread pizza. This is the barbecue chicken. I think next we're definitely gonna have to try our buffalo chicken pizza, or just a regular sausage and pepperoni, which is also really great. You can kind of essentially do, you know, everything depending on what pizza you like. Most pizza toppings are keto friendly, so just, you know, kind of substitute with cut the carb bread. I've tried with fathead dough. This is just a little bit easier. If you have the time to make the fathead dough, go ahead. This probably just has one less net carbs, and two, it's just a little bit quicker. But this is one of my favorites pizzas so far on keto. Let me know if you guys have tried some other ones. What other toppings do you guys like? Are you an onion person or not like me? I prefer no onions. I'm gonna pick them out anyway, but I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my dinner. I hope you guys enjoyed this super easy pizza recipe. Like, pizza's not that hard. It's actually really fun to make. Something that me and Frankie like doing together too. So he didn't get to assist in this video, but we're gonna enjoy this. Let me know if you guys make this pizza and how you like it, or if you add anything different. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all next time. Before I go, forgot to mention, we're also gonna enjoy this pizza with some Quest protein chips. These are the barbecue chips. They have some other flavors. I like their cheese ones that kind of taste like Doritos. They have, apparently, I think, is it the sour cream and onion? I don't know. It's supposed to be really good as well. But if you want to add a little bit more protein to your day, this is pretty good on the carbs as well. Yeah, pretty good, like 4-gram net carbs, and me and Frankie share this one, so, you know, half a bag is good. So something, a little extra treat to add to your Friday night meal. I'll see you guys later.